Good morning, modern language students. Today, we are going to be working on our I can statement. I can demonstrate a knowledge of select cultural practices. So I want to remind you guys, this is what we've been working on for the last week or so. And what this means in a nutshell is that you can tell me about another culture. And we are focusing in particular with Mexican culture right now because we are in our Spanish unit. So in today's announcement, you're going to see a spot where there's a link to the National Museum of Anthropology in Mexico City. You need to go back to that link and click on it. And this is the website that it's going to take you to. We're going to go on a field trip today. We're going on a virtual field trip to Mexico City to this museum. I think this is awesome. I've always wanted to go to this museum and I have not had the chance. When you guys get to this webpage, this is what it looks like. You're going to scroll down, and this is using Google Arts and Culture. You guys may be familiar with Google Arts and Culture. It's something new to me, so you might be better at this than me. But you need to keep scrolling down to where it says One Museum View. If you see there, it has the circle, the image there from inside the museum, and the little yellow person. You need to click on that little yellow person, and now you are inside the museum. Today, you guys are going to tour the museum. I'm going to kind of show you around here for a little bit, maybe kind of help you out so you guys know how to navigate it. But your activity for today is to tour the museum, and I want you to tour through both floors. There's 2 floors, and I want you to pick your favorite piece of art. You're going to zoom in on it, screenshot it, and then your activity today is then to upload that screenshot and tell me why you chose that piece of art. Okay? So, tour the museum, find your favorite piece of art. Maybe it could be clothing, it could be, I know there's a boat upstairs, maybe that's it, maybe it's this giant sunstone here, I don't know. But you need to find your favorite piece of art in here, and I want you to screenshot it, and tell me why it's your favorite and turn that in for today's assignment. You will find the assignment in the assignments tab in Canvas, and I will also link to it in this announcement post. Okay, so we're in the museum. We're going to tour through here. I want you to just take a look around. Look at the different artwork. Scroll, kind of go through here, check it out. Another tool you can use on the right-hand side of your screen above the minus and the plus is that circle that kind of has the red and gray diamond-shaped thing. You can click on that to go around a little bit easier. One thing I want to call out really quickly here is this giant Aztec sunstone. This is probably one of the most famous pieces of art in this museum. And back over here on the wall, you guys see some information about it. On the left-hand side, it's in Spanish, and on the right-hand side, it's in English. You might, maybe not, you might be able to get it to load where you can read that in English. I'm not quite sure if it'll work for you. It's not working for me, but maybe you can. But that way, if you wanted to know a little bit more information about the sunstone, you could also probably just Google it. Might be easier than trying to read that. So I want you to tour through here. I need to zoom back out. And I can just kind of click on different parts, touch different parts of my screen, and it takes me around through different rooms of the museum. All right? So there's tons of stuff to check out in here. I want you guys just kind of take the tour. This is what Mexico City used to look like. Mexico City, interesting thing, is actually built on top of a lake. And these little pieces, you can kind of see how the land's kind of like in sections there. Those are called chinampas, and they are, I don't know how best to describe it. It's kind of like floating moats. They made kind of like out of sticks and dirt, and I don't know the whole process through it, but they made these floating, just kind of like pieces of land. They continued to build on top of it, and that's what they farmed on and lived on. And so if you were to go underneath of Mexico City today, it originally is a lake bed, and so it's kind of known as the floating city because of the lake bed underneath of it. All right, so you guys can kind of get the gist here. Now, like I said, there is 2 floors to this museum. So if you go back over to the right-hand side of your screen, you see the plus minus, the circle thing that I mentioned, and then above that, you see the 1 and the 2. The 1 and the 2 are for the different floors of the museum. So I'm on the first floor right now. If I click on the 2, I'm up here on the second floor now, and I can tour through this. I will tell you that it's huge. There's a ton of stuff in here for you guys to check out. I kind of like to zoom out a little bit so I can have a better feel for where I'm at. So you're going to go through here, again, find your favorite thing inside the museum, screenshot it, upload it to today's assignment, tell me why you liked it. So I have toured through here, and my favorite thing is this clothing right here. So I'm up on the second floor. This was my favorite thing. I love these blouses or shirts. I really think the embroidery work, the stitching on them is really awesome. I think they're really cool. That's my favorite thing. If this were an assignment that I were to upload, this is what I would screenshot, this is what I would upload. I would say that these are my favorite things, these shirts that I found in the museum, and I really like the stitch work. I love the colors, and I love the flowers on them, and I think it probably took a lot of work to make these. So that's just an example. That's how I would answer this. This is something I found within the museum that's probably one of my favorite things. If you guys have any questions about this, please feel free to shoot me a message on Canvas. I'll be happy to help out in any way that I can. And I hope you guys enjoy exploring the museum in Mexico City today.